88 Films.
It's good.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome
Hello,
back.
everybody.
We're back. Well, we're not really back. We just another episode.
Bris is back.
We didn't
Yeah.
miss it last week.
And
Bris is
Rob.
back.
All right, so I'm Bris, obviously the host that does the most, and we have DC, and then we
Bueno.
have Manny sitting in for Andy for the Pocket Man
Where's Andy?
somewhere, flying in the air probably.
Wait, he's not back yet?
No,
Above the clouds.
no. I think they were supposed to stay a little longer today because Nelson's flight today was at 4 and he changed it to noon. So Nelson should be probably landing in New York already.
Nice.
Andy might be in the air already. Not too sure.
Shout out to Andy. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah,
Shout
happy
out to
birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday.
Turned 17.
He's on Julian's age.
Yeah, low key. Same height. Same. Oh, no, he's a little shorter.
Julian already beat him. Shout
But
out
yeah,
to
happy
Julian.
birthday, Andy. He's definitely having fun. He was definitely trying to go out all over Miami. And then all of us were like, nah, we're washed, bro. We're going inside. It was funny. So we wouldn't like hang out really, like besides the B&B and then the pop-up. But like every night, I invited him to dinner, but he lagged a little. So he hit us up to try to go out. And we were like, no, going home. It's enough. Midnight. I'm tired. Then same thing on Saturday, he was trying to get us to go out, and we kept trolling him that we were gonna go to space, but we weren't. We had no plan. I literally had no plans of going out at all. Like literally, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this pop up, then we'll get on a flight. Rob almost made us miss our flight. Slept in, bro. Literally, his alarm went off at 4:30. I got out of the shower like at 5:20. The alarm was still going off.
No way.
Slept right through that bitch.
Yeah.
I thanked them
That's
all.
hard.
Hey, bro, thank you.
And then I was pissed because this food didn't have anything packed.
Son.
I was just like, bro, come on, like I'm ready to go.
You're in a full blender.
Tell them about all the shit I took.
Bro, he took everything, like pointless stuff, like literally like stuff he didn't need.
Wait, what do you mean?
So you took like 5 fits and you
Yeah,
only
it's
used
just like,
2
bro, he had a
type
whole
shit?
luggage.
All right, bro.
I literally showed
He
up.
checked in.
I showed up in I showed up in the fit that I was gonna wear. I had the only thing I had in my backpack was like underwear, socks, and the shorts that I sleep in. And then that was it. And then literally I took a bag with merch to give out, like obviously the free hats and stuff. And that was it. And then I folded up that bag that I had everything in, and I put it inside my backpack, and I was good.
Fucking Rob.
Yeah, but yeah.
The whole movie.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, it was funny because one time it reminded me of when I went to London with Tim. And this fool Tim brought like a giant Rimowa that you check in, not even the little one, the big one that you have to check in. And I literally took my backpack. And I
Bro.
literally was, and he was just like, what the fuck? What are you wearing? And I was like, well, I have 3 outfits in my backpack and that's it. And I was like, I'll buy underwear over there.
Yeah, it's easy. I hate checking in bags, yo. That's like the airport situation's already like a whole thing in its own. So if you could save any little time, even without checking a bag, it makes a
I feel
big
like traveling
difference.
is like an actual sport.
Nah,
Like
it really
literally,
is.
like I see people like deplaning and planing, and I'm like, bro, like I'm boarding, and I'm just like, bro, come on, hurry up, like
yeah, it's a full blender, especially when people like aren't on the same page.
when everybody gets up, and I'm just like, all right, bro, you know, there's gonna take 20 minutes for people to deplane. Just sit down, chill out, wait your turn. But you know, it is what it is. People are impatient.
Not facts, but let's talk about it. How was the pop up? It looked amazing from
looked crazy
the
as
posts
hell.
and everything that everybody was doing.
It was cool. It was funny because everybody kept asking me like, oh, what you expect like midway through the pop up, and I was just like, bro, honestly, I'm grateful for if one kid showed up and bought our tees because this is somebody from out of state where we have essentially no presence. I would say, like obviously we saw online our merch, but like in reality, like even for me or any of us, it's like we have no real connection besides our homies being out there. But we have no, like we didn't grow up in Miami. We
Facts.
didn't. I only worked like 2 weeks in Miami for round 2.
Not facts.
So for people to pull up and be big fans of like what we do and like the podcast and the show and the merch, to me, I literally was telling them like, yo, anybody showing up. But it was cool because it was a big difference from the New York pop-up. The New York pop-up, we sold out in 2 hours. And then we were standing there for 5 hours telling people like, yo, we're sold out. We're sold out. We're done. Like, sorry. Like, blah, blah, blah. But over here, it was just like, there was a couple of people, it was slow. And somebody, Jonathan from Daily said, everybody in Miami is always late. So like, they started showing up at 2, 3, 4, and then towards the end, like I left like at 6, and it was cool. But everybody like was able to make their tees, was able to grab a hat, a tee, the Daily hat, the Syndicate hats, Andy's tee. And I think the coolest thing was being able to make your own shirt. So
Yeah.
after every purchase, they were giving them a ticket to go to the screen printing and make your own tee. And what people don't understand is that, like, low key, the real T-shirt drop was getting the Syndicate Dice tee made for yourself
Mm-hmm.
there. Because in reality, when Jonathan told me, I was just like, yo, this is perfect because I never want to drop this shirt because, like, I'm not a big fan of a straight rip.
Yeah.
But everybody's such a big fan of that graphic. Shout out Skinny. But that I was just like, yo, it's perfect to do this because then people can make it, and we never really dropped it.
So the shirt was free.
Yeah. So Jonathan and the Daily guys definitely provided everything for free.
Shout out Daily. That's huge. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because it sounds like, I mean, even just seeing that they were like over the top hosts, which is appreciated, especially when you go into a city that, even though you've been there before, you never really know what to expect with other people, and the fact that they like welcome the team with open arms and everything, that's awesome.
No, yeah, everybody there was like, they showed love. It was sick, and everybody was just excited for us to be there. And the merch we dropped was sick, but I think the real sick thing was like getting the free museum hat and then getting the free you could literally make whatever tee you want. There was 4 graphics to choose from. And you could literally customize it. Obviously, I was posting some of them. Some people were getting freaky with the customizations.
Yeah.
But
What colors were they able to pick from? Because I saw a lot of green. I see a lot of like white green.
so they let you pick. They asked me to pick the colors of like the screen. So once I picked that color, that screen was gonna be that color. So that's why the Stussy rip was
Green.
Green.
The Boom one was teal. The Andy one was pink, and then the Daily one was black.
Oh,
We
okay.
had 3 shirts or 4 shirts.
So then they provided a washed pink tee, a washed gray tee, a white tee, and a solid black tee. So it was 4 shirts that you could pick from. I did a pink one just because I'm like, yo, I'm in South Beach. Like, it makes sense. Like, I was just like, I'm going to just make it. Even just for that one, I did our logo in the back and then the Daily logo on the front, just as like, I'm like, oh, it's a memory, you know? Like, I'm probably not going to wear a fucking solid bright pink shirt, but it's cool for me to archive this tee.
Yeah.
To say like, oh, I was in South Beach when I made this shirt. But it made everybody feel like they were like, it was like a hands-on experience for them. Like, oh, I made my own tee. Like, that was sick. I think that was the best part.
That was
Yeah.
huge. I feel like everybody was excited for that.
No, yeah, even Gianfranco, and it was funny because I literally, he brought his own crew neck, and he printed the big logo on the back of his crew, and it's funny because somebody came up to him, a couple people actually came up to him, and they're like, "Yo, did you buy that crew neck, to make your own thing?" And then he was just like, "No, I brought it from home." And I heard him, and I went up to him. I'm like, "Yo, you know, if you would have just said yes, a simple yes, I bought it, everybody else would have bought a hoodie or a crew neck from Daily
Low key.
to make it, just because they would have been like, oh, he did it, then fuck it, I'm gonna do it too." But if you say you brought it from home, they're gonna be like, oh, fuck, I wish I brought it from home. It's just like how the human brain works. Like if they would have heard like, oh shit, he bought it, boom.
Yeah, it would have made sales.
They would have made like vintage sales.
Yeah.
But since he said like, nah, I brought it from home, they're like, damn, I wish some guy put he did it on his jeans too. He brought
that's
jeans
hard.
too. Shout out to him. Yeah, it was homie. Even the homies from New York pulled up. That was the coolest thing too, seeing homies fly in for the merch. The only bad part that I would say is when people are coming in and asking for Frank merch, and I was like, bro, we did exclusive merch for this.
Hey, I was something else.
And
That's
then,
kind of funny.
but you know, everybody left happy. I think that was the best part. And again, it was in and out. Had dinner, saw a lot of good friends from like the round 2 days. But yeah, definitely, and it was cool because everybody kept saying how like it brought like the community together. So that was like the most important thing. So shout out like Miami, even with everything going on for them pulling up. Like shout out to them. So I mean, other than that, how are things here?
Things were good. People were coming. Low-key, we had a really like steady weekend throughout the whole time y'all was gone. A lot of people came in for the Frank merch. Low-key, almost all of it is gone. Shout out to everybody that purchased it.
There's no more double XLs.
Yeah, double XL went to first.
Jesus.
Shout out to all the big boys. Pulled up, purchased online. A lot of people I seen started getting them today. People was like posting them on they feed and everything from the online orders, so that's tight. But yeah, other than that, I mean, pretty steady. Everything was cool. What came out this weekend? Oh, Thunder Force came out.
Thunders.
Yeah, got a couple pairs of those.
I feel like we've been having it for so long that it's just like
They don't even remember. Yeah.
Releases don't matter anymore, which is kind of crazy. Like, as in, like, people get them so early. Like, shout out to everybody who's hustling and getting them early. But, like, I feel like we've been dealing with Thunder Force for, like, 2-3 months already.
Low key.
Oh, damn.
Where I'm just like, everybody, even over there, they were like, yo, like, Thunder Force came out today. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, bro, these shits came out, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah, it feels like we've had them for an eternity. Even with those Spider-Mans, we've already gotten a couple pairs in and they haven't even dropped yet. That's a really good shoe. Like, they're made really well. It's for sure better than the first pair that they did. And they're not going for much.
You're going for like 250, 280?
Yeah, 250, 280. And it's like, if we're keeping it a buck, it's closest thing to a Chicago next to the Lost and Founds, of course.
Low-key, yeah.
I honestly, like, I think it's a really cool shoe, but that tongue is horrific. It's like very stiff.
It's puffy. It's not
puffy,
a
it's
standard
stiff,
tongue.
and it goes straight up.
On the ones?
Yeah,
it's not a normal a Jordan 1 tongue.
I'm directly looking at one right now. I'm like,
Yeah, it looks like it's clean there because it's fucking wrapped around. But if you take off the wrapping, it goes straight up. It's like a fucking erection.
Hey, yo. What the fuck?
It is, bro.
Nah, yeah, because even you could see how it's folding on under the plastic. Like, it looks crazy.
But yeah, I like all the materials. And again, like, how do I say it? It's like, if we didn't get Lost and Founds last year, people would have been going crazy for this.
Facts.
Because it would have been the closest thing for them in Chicago. Because when the first Spider-Man came out, people were going crazy for it because at the start it was an affordable Chicago 1 in reality. But luckily for us, we got Lost and Founds last year.
good Lost and Found.
Yeah,
Did you pick up anything other than the 95s over there in Miami?
Oh, no.
Valley?
And it's funny. I saw those 95s 2 months ago or whenever they dropped. This fool said, he's like, oh, bro, I've never seen you happy.
Those are hot.
The only time he's
Those are
happy as
hot.
shit is when he gets some really good shoes.
Those are
And
good,
he's
though.
fucking
Yeah.
slapping beer to ear.
Nah.
Yeah, so I went after we opened up and it settled down. Like, then it was like just the smooth people walking in for the stuff at the pop-up.
Yeah.
I went to the sneaker side and I already knew what I was going to ask for because they got them when they first came out.
Nice.
So I went and I'm like, hey, do you guys still have 10.5 CRTZs? And then they looked at their system and they're like, yeah, bet. And I was like, let me try them on. And then I was just like, copped. Auto
Easy.
cop. Like, I literally. And this fool was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you knew what you were coming for. And I was just like, yeah, it was like almost like a game of chance. Like, if they're there, I'm not going to order them off Go. It's StockX. Loki, they had a way better price than Go and StockX. So shout out Daily.
Hey.
Nice.
And we haven't seen any of them here. So I was like, yo, if they still have them.
Did they only come out in New York or?
So it was regional. It was like New York, Paris, and London. Yeah.
Yeah, because some dude came in wearing the black pair and they look nice as shit. But I was just like, yo, besides that, and like whenever you wear your pair, I haven't seen nobody else run them out here.
I feel like it's like a very well constructed shoe. It doesn't feel like I thought it was gonna feel like the Supreme leather one because I hated the
Those
feel.
are nasty.
Yeah, like it
Deluxe
felt
joints.
nasty. No, but it feels nice. It has a good shape to it. And again, like for me, when shoes have a good shape to it, that makes the best. It's like that's why I like Fragment 1 so much because it's like it feels different than a regular Jordan 1. The SB4s feel different than a regular 4. Like they're made a little better. So with the CRTCs, like they were really good.
And they run true?
I got a half a size up. I went 0.5 up.
Okay.
But yeah, they're really nice. And then again, that brand is essentially like in my head what I want Syndi to be. Like this fool like has London in a chokehold. Like he drops tees. He's now going on to like a cut and sew. Like he's killing it. Like he's literally like he had a fucking like a magazine cover.
That's hard.
Yeah, like and it was funny because when I was talking to my homies when I was in London, they're like, "Yo, Clint runs the streets right now," and I'm like, "Sick."
Nah, it's dope as hell.
Really nice.
But yeah, even over the weekend, damn, I forgot we got another shoe in. It ain't even nothing good, but we'll talk about it just because he keeps dropping them. We got in those snakeskin Noctas. I don't know if you've seen them online.
Son.
I don't know. Like I know they have that other model that looks like what's that basketball shoe? The one that he wore like it has like the two paws on the side.
Oh, the fucking Jason Kidd.
Yeah, like bro, stop playing with the Noctas and like drop those because it's like I feel like they're like this part of like the problem of certain drops. Like bro, like nobody wants those Noctas like that. Like
No, I saw them. Barlow's actually did a story and he was like, "Nah, these not it." Blah blah blah. I saw that and I literally was like, "Snakeskin Noctas." Like honestly, like the black and white one, like I cool give it to us because I seen like girls wear them. They look nice, the small feet, and honestly, like obviously with the tracksuit, what they're going for, like. The look, it's like they'll look all right, but a black and white one is all you need.
Facts.
Like that's it. Like, why give us a snakeskin one? Like, move on to the next. But that's what Jordan Brand is doing right now. But yeah, I don't even know what's coming out. Like, everybody kept asking me, like, oh, what are you excited for? Because I'm beating these up till something else comes in. And I'm just like, I don't fucking know. J Balvin 3s.
J Balvin 3s are nice.
But same thing.
Those are good.
3s to me now are a white Air Force. Like, it's a one-time wear. That crease is going to get ugly after the second or third time. It's over. Like, they're really nice, but again, like, that's why I can't wear all my Air 3s, because 3s, you can tell when they're worn.
Yeah.
Like, they don't look good, in my opinion. Obviously, that's just my opinion. They don't look good worn in, beat up. Like, everybody's like, oh, Black Cement 3s beat up. And I'm like, no, bro.
No, yeah, because there are certain shoes that they look good just when they're crispy, and they don't wear in well. Like, they just start getting wonky looking, and they just get out of shape, and it doesn't have the same feel.
UNC 3s, I love them, but I think I got 3 wears out of them because they look good, brand new, but then you start kind of like making them look a little creased up and stuff like that, and you're like, I need another pair.
It almost like loses its shape a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
From
they,
like
they
that,
feel
like-
uncomfortable. I don't fucking know. I don't like the only shoe that looks worn is the Jordan 1. Like, worn, beat up. Like, you could beat up a Jordan 1, it's gonna look nice.
You saw
Facts.
J Balvin pulled up to Khaled and like handed it to him.
Bro,
I was
we were
like,
talking about that in the podcast. Like, this, I don't know if it was set up, but J Balvin, like, Shoe Hefner posted.
He looks sad as hell.
He's like, give this man his shoes already so he could shut up.
So, he looks sad as hell. He was on some like, yeah, whatever, dog.
Like,
Like,
here,
I
bro,
gotta
shoe-
get out of
yeah,
here.
I was
Like,
like, bro, you're.
I'm tired of hearing this.
did he walk away like barefoot?
I
Like,
wonder if that's how like people that seed shoes feel. Like, they're probably like, yo, bro, shut up, leave me alone. Here's your shoes.
I felt so bad, bro. Homie was just getting a lecture too. He was like, "All right, dog. Like, I gotta bounce. Like, I got no shoes on, big dog. Like,
Bro, that was crazy when
standing
he
in
pulled.
grass, bro. Fuck going on.
That's some shit I would do too, though. I'm like, here, bro. You want these shoes? Take care. Like, I don't know. But yeah, those J Balvin 3s are nice. The fucking Medellin Sunrises.
Yeah.
Shout out Rob.
Password bros.
No, but yeah, it's his best shoe for sure.
Yeah.
100% it's his best shoe. I will probably have a pair to wear once and then give you guys a good deal on it, TBH, because I really like them. But, at this point with shoes, I just know to wait till they come in. Don't pay good early. You want to get that, Rob?
FedEx.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even worth it, especially with the way the market is. There's only certain things that are actually holding their value, and
All right. What do you guys think they're going to go for? Off rip. Like, after settling, after sneakers
They're
pairs
gonna,
come in.
they're gonna what? They're gonna retail what? 250?
yeah,
Where,
250. We're gonna come out
250.
280 some right after taxes.
they're
I'm
going
going
for
to say
retail.
400 tops.
Oh, no.
You're being nice.
Yeah.
I
think
I was
tops.
like, that's high. I'm thinking maybe 325, 350 on the higher end.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, his ones stay at 4. And
Do
those
you
shits
think
are
they
hideous.
just know the quantity where they're like, all right, we know not to produce too many?
I don't think there's gonna be as many as like a White Cement 3.
No,
but
for
I'm gonna
sure.
say
I would hope not.
if the fucking Jordan 1 brand new is a steady 400. I mean, I haven't looked at market on those in a while, but
Yeah.
I would say they're 400, and then the 2s go for retail, which was 280.
Yeah,
Jesus.
retail was high because of that stupid
Yeah.
light.
I just feel like they're better than the 2s. They're way better than the 1s. I'm gonna say 400 even. 400 like in here. So like 350, 360 on StockX before fees, and then you obviously get fucking mollywopped $100.
As
With-
crazy as it is,
That's
I think
crazy.
because of the higher retail, it's gonna make people less inclined to buy
to buy it at retail.
Yeah, because it's just like off rip, they're already thinking like, yo, like, where's my margin? Like, even if I sell it at 350 after fees, I'm basically
Yeah.
getting my money back.
You get $10 if that.
Yeah, so that's what makes me feel like it's gonna go close to retail. Because even like just comparing it, I know it's not the same, but the Reimagines are going for like around 3. Like we're able to push them like at 325, 350. But low key, I think it's a better shoe.
Yeah, I think it's a great shoe.
Yeah. So, but yeah, even just the way it is, because besides those Travis Olives that have came out recently, I think the only other thing that's kind of like going for decent bread right now, and I know it's doing good because we haven't even seen any, are those Jarrito dunks.
Oh yeah, the shits are flying out right
Yeah,
now.
people been asking for them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's surprised we haven't gotten a pair. But
Did
it's
either
funny.
y'all get one?
Huh?
Either y'all get one?
No, honestly, I don't really try like that.
Everything that I tried, I flopped on, and I've just been seeing people ask. We get at least 1 or 2 people a day and walk in, yo, y'all got these? I was like, oh, haven't even seen a pair, dude.
Y'all like them?
They're cool, but
it-
they're not for me.
It's the concept that's cool. I kind of wish they did like different flavors, but I could also see why they only did one.
Yeah.
But they did good, and it's like it's fucked because it's kind of like there's not much else to compare it to right now. Because I feel like this year has like we've gotten a lot of like solid stuff so far, but it's nothing that's kind of like blown out the waters. You get me?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Even like I picked up those Kith Joe, what are 1130s or one? I don't know. I don't fucking know my numbers with Asics.
They had them over there.
No, fucking Colin actually hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you want this or the Cayano?" And I was like, "But I have the blue gel that I got for $30 here, and it's the same model." But this, yeah. So I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna just buy that one," because I don't really like the Cayano like that. I don't like the fucking
You said the toe box, right?
the toe box in the back, like the fucking wiggles on the. I don't even know what the. I guess I want to say the fucking air unit that they have. I don't fucking know. I don't really like that. It looks like too funky. So I like the other one more. But I picked those up, and then I picked up those other A sneakers too.
Which ones?
The New Balance?
the ones that you the white and the green ones, right?
But the new one, you know.
oh,
but the same colorway.
the ones that that they did the protection packs.
Yeah,
The 1906s.
1906, yeah, those. I picked those up from Kith.
Nice.
Shout out Kith. Been blessing me lately.
Everybody's all gravitating towards like runners and like comfy shit.
Yeah, by
Yeah,
the end
you
of the
rub
year, it's gonna fucking. I think that's gonna be like we're gonna have a lot of those shoes in here by the
Yeah.
end of the year. Like we're already kind of like early on it, but I feel like by the end of the year, it's gonna like 550s are gonna go a little extinct. Then that's gonna come in. That's my projection, I would say.
Why do you think that is? Because it's like it's such a I don't know. I feel like they're wearable with everything. Whether it's like Solomon's, New Balances.
I would say it's like
Asics.
one. You have like Ame, Kith pushing them now, and obviously people go with like, all right, Ronnie said it's cool, Teddy. Then that's the community that they're building. So they're like, even like the 550. I think this is way better than the 550. I never liked the 550, but
Same.
Ame was such a fucking pillar by putting that shoe on, by dropping the collabs. So everybody wanted a pair of 550s. But I feel like with them now, they're like, oh shit, and people are probably putting them on, and they're like, yo, this is mad comfortable compared to a Jordan 1 or Jordan 4. So I feel like people are putting them on, and the function is cool, and then like the way it looks is still cool too, and it's trendy. So you're getting best of both worlds along with the Jordan 4, Jordan 1. It's aesthetically pleasing, but in reality, is it really a comfortable shoe?
Facts. Even the way those wear in, like you could wear them a good amount of times and they don't look too crazy. And like even I know Rob's been wearing his pair a lot. They don't crease or
creasing them
anything.
right now.
Yeah, he's creasing them, but they still look like regular. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have like a crazy ass crease. Like if I'm doing like with these, I know I'm gonna get a crazy ass crease in them because it's like a different material.
And also, girls like them. At the end of the day, if like girls like the shoes, like low key, it kind of creates a market for it. Like I always said it, like with Royal ones in 2013 and Bread ones, like girl sizes were going for expensive, or we're going for a lot, not expensive, but same shit. But yeah,
no,
size
they're going
5,
for a
size 4, 6, 7, like they were going for the moon. So I feel like same thing, like as a just like typical, like how I said with the girl forcing me to buy that 160 pair of tights. It's like if shorties are wearing them, people are gonna be like, oh, like I need to wear them. You know, it's just typical.
It's the cycle of life.
Yeah, literally how it works. But yeah, I've seen girls, but girls I've seen a lot of girls in New York wearing New Balances like for a while now, and then now it's catching on. And the same thing with Solomon, like those Sandy Liangs, like everybody's going crazy for them.
Yeah,
It's a good shoe.
Even those, we haven't seen nobody bring them in, touch them. I think only Kit got them out here.
Yeah, I think Kobe has them, but that's about it that I know.
Yeah. No, they even then, like Solomon's, who carries them out here besides them, like
Kith and
Kith.
DSM.
and
Kid,
Bodega.
DSM, Bodega,
Yeah.
Blends.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's like
But
a lot.
Blends is I feel like so fucking low key.
Yeah,
You know?
I
Like no one goes. No,
yeah.
I mean, not to be shout out Blends because they've been there forever. But like, I just feel like it's such a low key.
You always
store.
forget about it.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, and it's downtown, so it's like you're not gonna find no parking.
Yeah, I remember
So it's like-
fucking. I didn't know if, when I wanted CDG foams, Blends had them, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I literally in my head, I'm like, "Damn, I haven't heard of Blends in a while." Like, but obviously they release all the Vans and all of them. They're like the OGs out here. Blends
For
just
sure.
reminds me of like Riff, like hand in hand. It reminds me of that
Literally.
era. Like
Literally,
it's like they're the pillars, like of like they're the retail pillar of how like Riff was the pillar for streetwear resale
at that time. Yeah.
at that time. But yeah, I think runners are gonna be like the next thing. Well, they've been a thing, but now it's gonna be like, cause even on my TikTok when people are like, "Damn, you're wearing hokas with like fucking jeans and stuff like that," and people are asking like, "Is this the new thing?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I guess."
I like it. So
Yeah, cause it's like I'm on my feet, I'm on the go the whole day. Don't get me wrong, I like Jordan 1s. I find them comfortable. I like Vans. I find them comfortable, but yeah, the hokas, the next move.
Damn.
the chunky joints.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I feel like we have a lot of stuff planned out.
So what's the next pop up? What's it looking like?
I don't know, bro. I'm fucking over it.
fucking work, dog.
I'm sure.
It's
I'm like,
a lot.
I'm
It's a
sure.
lot to
It's
I'm
do.
not
like,
funny
trust
because
me.
somebody asked me, they're like, "Yo, like, who's doing all this shit for you guys?" And I was just like, "Us."
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
usually, like, again, like, when a brand does a pop up, like, all that person has to do is show up, like, show up and fucking show face. With us,
Right.
it's like, all right, I gotta go pick up the merch, I gotta ship it out, I gotta do this, and that's the thing. Again, like I was telling Jonathan and Alex at Daily, we were like having like almost like a heart-to-heart talk about like the business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I think the biggest thing about Syndicate that bugs me is that people think we have backers. Like, to me, it's almost like people are like, yo, like, you know, I love Jay Flight, but he's a big homie. But everybody's just like, yo, so Jay Flight's backing you guys, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he is backing us by like saying that we're
Supporting
valid
us,
and
yeah.
supporting us. And,
Right.
But we haven't, like, he's not a investor. And they're like, oh, who's your investor? Who's your investor? And I'm like, bro, we are.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I don't find this disrespectful, but it almost makes me feel like, damn, you guys don't think like Hispanic kids can
Do it on their own.
do it
type
on their
shit.
own.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's like my biggest like
Misconception that people have about us.
misconception, and it all sometimes makes me feel like, damn, like you guys don't think we can do it. Like that's like the only negative thing where I'm just like, damn, like everybody asks me like, yo, like, so who, like, do you guys have a backer, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, nah, bro, like if we stop, this shit stops, you know, like it's not gonna be like, oh well, Bris is over it, let's fucking find a new guy to continue running it, you know, like yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. And we were talking about it, how like, you know, like we work hard every day, and if we don't work hard, this shit fucking goes under ASAP.
No, yeah, that's
Absolutely.
that's 100% true.
But yeah, like even with companies with pop-ups, it's like they have most of these places, like obviously when like Nike does a pop-up and they're like, oh, you're doing it for this person, like all you have to do is show up. And with us, it's like, bro, no, like we have to do this. And then sometimes it just seems such a lifestyle that sometimes you don't really think that you're doing work. Like even us doing a fucking podcast out there, it's just like, bro, fuck, like waking up early, ordering like it's so much work that goes into it that people only see the finished product going into it. So I don't know if we'll do, I mean, maybe Chicago, but that shit's a lot of work.
Cold ass Chicago.
There's no space in Chicago that.
No, there's a lot of people reached out to me and they're
Yeah.
like, yo, do it here, do it here, do it here. And that's what I was telling my homie Noah that I worked with in Chicago. I'm like, yo, like the thing about that now, it's like it puts the pressure on us where if we pick one spot, is this other person going to feel like, yo, I told you to do it here. Yo, why didn't you do it here? But in reality, it's just like, obviously, I wish maybe, like, I don't know. It's almost like you let somebody down because you didn't do it at their spot. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, a lot of people hit me up. Yo, do it here, do it here, do it here, do it here, do it here. But I don't know.
Whatever makes the most sense.
Yeah,
at the
probably
end of the
hit
day.
up the homie Cheddar. He'll get us right. But
Nice.
but other than that, I mean, Dallas, I feel like I should do Dallas before Chicago, even though I said I was going to do Chicago, just because, like, with Chicago, I know what to expect. You
Yeah.
know, like, I know I've worked in Chicago. I lived in Chicago. But I just can't, again, it's like almost like we did Miami because we knew Miami. But also, obviously, we have some connection with Miami with, like, the homies living there and stuff like that. And obviously, the round two stuff. But with Dallas, it's like round two never did Dallas, you know, and round two never went into Texas, I would say.
No, and Texas is good. I mean, y'all know I spent time in Houston, and Texas people are good. Well, yeah, Texas as a whole, they're good people. They show mad love, and I think there's a really big sneaker community all over Texas. So I think Dallas would be tight, especially with the lab homies, maybe.
Yeah, Steven's always hitting us up about that. But yeah, I don't know. I told Andy, I'm like, yo, I'm going to take like a 2-month break because we did Coachella and not this. I'm like, I'm going to take 2
It's like
months,
back to back.
just stay in LA, figure it out. Because even when I was in New York, everybody was like, yo, come to New York. No, when I was in Miami, everybody was like, yo, just take the flight to New York right now. Come through and chill. And I was just like, bro,
How long's that flight? Like 2 hours?
2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Super
quickie.
short.
Jesus.
But I'm just like, I don't. What do I got to do in New York right now? You know, besides hang out and bullshit. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, we have cargos coming soon. We just got the underwear in.
tangas.
They'll probably be out by now by the time that airs. Oh yeah, can you grab one?
The 3-piece.
Yeah, it's like a 3-piece. It's based off my favorite underwear, which costs $30 for a single. But I was able to get it on a 3-pack.
Wham.
Wham.
And they're not
Good.
all like loosey goosey like the Supreme ones. Just
Yeah, yeah.
personally, because I stopped running the Supreme ones because they
Yeah.
just.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
a good brief. You're gonna get like I think like it's this. Shout out James. It's the same manufacturer as our socks, and everybody gives us a lot of props for our socks. Everybody's like, "Yo, these are the most comfortable socks I've worn." Like even Jason hit me up and was just like, "Yo, like it's a good sock." But yeah, they killed it. Skinny, you know, did his thing.
Packaging is A1.
Yeah, I got
Head
Skinny,
to toe.
Skinny did that packaging, like as far as like the edits and all that, like as far as like the design.
well, the bag that's what they provide.
Nice.
Oh.
But
Okay.
he did the whole fucking, you know, the Fruit of the Loom with the Hanes.
Even on the bottom.
Yeah, even with the little bottom. Even with the fucking.
No, right here.
Oh yeah. Even the underwear and then the hammer underwear. I'm not gonna lie. I had this logo before. I was gonna do it for somebody else, but you know, sleep. I'll redo it.
I was wondering. I was like, why the what is it, like a screwdriver and a hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you getting that work. I mean, never
Yeah,
mind.
but yeah, no.
Because it's carrying a hammer. Okay,
yeah, but
I see
it-
what we're doing there.
It's definitely good, keeping you tight.
Keep it tight.
Like I said, I like my Calvin Klein briefs, so it's modeled after that. So hopefully you guys enjoy these, and I think we like obviously girls can wear them too. Like I know girls wear Supreme underwear, so
These are better.
these are
Okay.
better, I would say. But yeah, the cargos also. So with that line, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. I kind of want to go like I like good product. Like I buy obviously good jeans, good trousers, and stuff like that. It's not gonna be as expensive as designer, but it's not gonna be as cheap as like
Some streetwear.
like some streetwear brands. It's gonna be like a little bit more higher end, but it's still gonna. I'm gonna try to keep it affordable. But again, they're really good. Julian tried them on. They look good from what I was going for. There still needs to be the like
said
Small
zipper?
edits.
the zipper, the also like the branding on it is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be an exposed branding. So yeah, I'm taking my time with it, and I won't release it till I feel like, all right, this is the one.
It's
So if I don't
perfect.
feel like this is the one, it's probably never coming out. But we're close. We're almost there. What else are we doing? A lot of American Psycho drop should be in the next couple of weeks. A lot of people are hyped for that one. We did a ringer tee. Yeah, I mean, I think
It's a lot of stuff
it's
still.
I have a endless folder of product. Yeah, me and Skinny every week are always thinking of some stuff. Like right now, we're doing a Tyler Durden tee. Hyped on that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's too much. I could go on about it all day. But yeah, stay
It's never
tuned.
ending.
These should be out already.
Did we figure out the retail?
Honestly, it's gonna be a little pricey, but again, each of them in these technically should cost $30. So this is a $90 package. But in reality, I'm gonna do like 50 or 60, maybe 50. So you spend after shipping and everything like $60. But I pay $30 for each of these briefs, like as in like the original ones that I went off based off. So and the quality and all that stuff. So you're getting 3 for the price of 2, I would say.
And then when you get them, y'all make sure to like actually give a feedback. Don't
Yeah,
just,
let us
don't
know.
just gas them. Like,
Yeah, let us
give some
know
good
about, like, the
feedback.
socks.
Like, yeah.
Because I've worn homie socks where like I could see my toes and I fucking hate that shit, but I gas it because I'm just like, yo, it's my homie's brand. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No, fit, comfort, all that makes a difference. Like, just not rushing out and putting whatever, like taking your time. Like, you could tell when someone takes their time with the product they put out. And
Yeah.
I think Syndicate's product is a perfect example of that. Like,
Yeah, I don't want my stuff ripping like ASAP. Yeah, and I don't want the fucking, I don't want you to fart and the hole to come out.
They disintegrate from the
Nah,
bag.
like even like with the blanks you choose, like you could tell when people choose blanks, like not to be rude, where they just want it to fit them right.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can't just think about yourself when you drop product. You got to think about the people you actually want to wear it.
Yeah, it's so crazy because the homies in Miami were like, yo, people just discovered LA apparel out here.
Oh,
like
shit.
they were like, yo, like this shit is coming in hot right now. Like everybody's starting to switch to them and blah blah blah. And I was just like, bro, in LA is just like it's like the basic, you know, like it's like the base. They're a little pricey, but you are gonna get a good tee that's gonna last for forever.
What blanks they use?
I know. I was like, what were they using
Well,
before?
now they're on LA Apparel. They're LA Apparel now,
okay.
but even the t-shirts that you were getting made was LA Apparel. But they literally were like, oh, people just discovered it out here.
Oh.
And I was just like, damn. And I was just like, yeah, that's what we've been using since we opened. But yeah, LA Apparel has the best blanks, pricey a little, but you know, your t-shirt's gonna last. And it's funny because even with the socks, this fool Jonathan was like, yo, I'm so surprised that you gave me the plug like that. And I was just like, what do you mean? He's just like, nobody out here. We asked a couple other stores that do socks, and they were like, nah, bro, I don't know. And I was just like, right away, bro. I was like, I'd rather help you out than make you do the research and blah blah. You know, I'd rather just here you go. We're different. We're in different sides of the world. You know, even people here, Kit. But that's the thing that people don't understand. Mm-hmm. Even with this, people are DMing me like, "Yo, give me your plug," blah blah blah, and the minimums are not small minimums.
Yeah.
Like you gotta make, like with socks, I think we make 2,000 per color.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you can't make 100 piece, 150. Even Simon, when he gave me the plug, was just like, yo, I'm just letting you know it's gonna be pricey, but you know, here it is. And I was just like, yo, you know what? I believe in myself, blah blah blah.
All right.
Same thing with these. They were like, I think it was, I don't know. You saw the boxes. It's a lot of boxes of
Big
underwear.
ass boxes.
Yeah. So
And the
yeah,
turnaround time.
I don't mind giving you the thing,
Excuse me.
but also like, I feel whack. Like, let's say if I give you the homie's number, and then you hit him up and you waste his time, James is gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, Bris, blah blah blah. Like, you gave me this kid that didn't make it. Mm-hmm. But so that's why with Daily, I was just like, oh, they're gonna do it. Like Jonathan's gonna do it. But yeah, so yeah. But yeah, if you want the plug, hit me up. Just get ready to meet a high requirement. You know.
And be patient because
it takes a while.
These were ordered in like January.
Yeah, it takes a while for them to get it right. But they send me sample pics. They literally have somebody try them on and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, like they do. Well,
How
not
do you
these.
like the boxers?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the print.
Yeah.
I can see through them shit.
Yeah, I mean, imagine seeing through this shit, bro.
That would have been hot.
So some shit Max will send in our group chat. No, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at the finals. That's it. We're gonna end that right there.
Yeah.
What's the who is in the finals? Who do y'all think's gonna really be there?
And the NBA?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, boo. Not gonna lie. Well, what we got tomorrow?
I just hope LeBron wins another title. But I also like, I don't know, Celtics. I literally was just like, bro, it's Celtics versus Lakers. They're tied at 17. The NBA wants somebody to get number 18.
Guinea has a thing. Everybody's saying that. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
So what happens if it's Heat against Denver?
Yeah, like some
I-
real
honestly,
random love
I'd be
shit.
hyped because I really enjoyed the Suns Bucks finals because it was two teams that like you just
Never thought.
you know, like you kind of always see the same logos, and I'm just like, damn,
Yeah.
that Bucks logo and that Suns logo looks nice up there because you never really see it.
Some miscellaneous.
Yeah,
ass
it's like
teams.
it's like you simulated a thing. It's just like, again, it's like in soccer, it's like you're so used to seeing Real Madrid, Barcelona. I get it, they're so
Top of the
good.
top.
But
Powerhouses.
I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a Nuggets fucking Heat final because
Yeah.
I'd be like sick, you know, mad random. And hopefully, you know, I don't know, it'd be cool to see Jimmy Butler win a fucking ring just because that motherfucker's a dog. Like, he
He's been
competes.
killing it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a LeBron stan, so I wouldn't be opposed fucking LeBron winning it,
Running
you
it
know,
back.
for winning another one.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think it's going to be Celtics, Lakers.
Lakers.
I would say so. I don't know.
Yeah, the script is looking real good for that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, it's looking way too easy for that.
Like,
it
I'd
kinda
be,
bums me
I'd
out.
be surprised if the Lakers do not win the Western Conference Finals. Like, I'd be really
Jeez.
surprised if the Nuggets come through. But the Nuggets
Nuggets
are
are
fucking
really good.
They're stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally said it in the fucking podcast. Reggie Jackson is giving you garbage minutes. Reggie Jackson was a starter this year,
He was
starting for the Clippers, I think.
for the Clippers. He was
Yeah,
giving
and
them
Reggie
hard
Jackson could
minutes.
ball.
Yeah.
Like, he's a baller. Like, he can get you a bucket at any moment. Aaron Gordon, Mike. These are all guys that could go to any other team and average 25 points.
No, that's a fact.
Jesus.
Yeah, Michael Porter is supposed to be the truth, and they have him like locked up in the bench right there. Like, oh, here you go. Like, I mean, he probably starts now, but
Michael
that's how much I
Porter,
don't keep up. But Michael Porter is a baller.
Eric Gordon.
Yeah,
Jokic
Y'all saw
got it, bro.
the jaw video where he's back again in the Cullinan with the.
The
See, this
Thule.
is the thing, and this is probably gonna upset a couple people.
What's up with that, man?
It's gonna upset people, but like as fucked up as it sounds, Jaw looks really happy in that video. He
Right,
looks
right.
ecstatic. And then now, like, you know, for somebody that deals with like, you know, like depression and stuff like that, he's gonna blame it on that, and that's almost like a slap onto the face to people that are actually, he might be dealing with it, but you know, like, again, like, tell your homies don't record me, like, blah blah blah. Like, even why are you like, you're at such a status
Yeah.
that like you shouldn't be doing that. But again, it's like it's a soft subject that I don't really like get into it. But like, if you really had to go through all these trials and tribulations after you got caught the first time and you said it that it was because you deal with depression and stuff like that, and for you right away
To do
you
that.
get knocked out of the playoffs and there's a video of you with your homies with a whole gun, it's like, one, again, if I'm that rich, I have security. I don't need a gun. You know, I'm gonna have the proper like people that
around
have
you.
guns
Yeah,
that
you
are
don't need to
trained to.
carry it,
Yeah,
yeah.
but who knows? Again, he might not say it's his gun. Somebody, the fun again now putting it more on a comedy side. Somebody
More
said
a
that
little
that's
lighter.
like that it's a Green Goblin's mask talking to him on Twitter, bro. Bro, but yeah, it's just like it's a sensitive subject, and you know we'll let
Super.
ESPN handle it. But I think for somebody that deals with certain things like that, like for you to just go, he's gonna probably go on the fence quick and be like, "Yo, I'm still not okay," blah blah blah. You know, like we all
Yeah.
deal with it with different, but you look pretty happy in that video. You know, like.
No, yeah, and it's again like when you're in that position, you have to hold yourself one accountable and two to a higher standard, because it's like you worked this hard to do all that just to like
I missed
throw it
the
all
Joe
away.
Morant where he was doing that when he won Rookie of the Year and he was dancing with his daughter. Like,
Yeah, that
like
was
to me
fun.
that was sick. You know, like you're so happy that you won Rookie of the Year. Like Nike just fucking gave you a fucking shoe deal. It's like
Nike, Powerade,
I don't know.
Damn.
face of an organization.
You think Nike's dropping them, or you think they're kind of turning the cheek again? And
I don't know. They haven't said anything. They just announced that they're dropping
Tom Sachs?
the blue and the red John Morant
Oof.
in the next couple of weeks. Like today, they announced it that it's still that it's coming out, but obviously they probably haven't looked into it. But again, we'll let the pros handle that one. But I just think like for somebody that deals with certain things that for him that he's probably gonna go on the defense. Who knows? I don't know. But again, that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. It's like, bro, like you have too much on the line. It's like when people said the Kanye stuff. Kanye has a big influence for him to say certain things. It's like even me, even us here. Like there's things that I'm just like, yo, like. Again, it's not that I think bad, but sometimes I'm like, yo, I have to put my best foot forward every day on the store because there's somebody looking at me that probably looks up to me, and they're probably like, you know, you have to set the best example every day.
Right.
And if you don't, if you're you never know your influence, you know?
Facts.
Like you never know
Who's watching?
who's watching you and who's looking at you for that inspiration every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we'll let ESPN do that, but it's a bad look, bro. It's a fucking bad look.
Yeah.
That's straight up.
Imagine Crtz going live with the gun.
Bro,
I'll be like, get the fuck off live.
it's just like, yeah, like
Why are you carrying a gun? Like,
it's like me, like I like having fun, and again, you know, I'll go get drunk, do something stupid, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna fucking post like, yo, look at me fucking doing shrooms and blah blah blah. It's like I'm not gonna push that, you know. Like, yeah, it's good to experiment, and I'll tell you that. Like when people ask me, I'm like, yo, experiment, you know, it's cool. Just obviously know your limits. But I'm not gonna be out here promoting. Like, hey man, I just did a Molly, blah blah blah. You know, like I'm not gonna fucking do that.
No,
but
man.
yeah, it's like again, like it's like me coming out with a gun.
OD.
Like, oh look at me strapped up. It's not me.
Yeah,
Who
that
called?
shouldn't
Somebody
make no
called
sense.
Jaw a fake gangster. I think it was Stephen A. Smith or Wilbon. Yeah, already they're like, yo, stop being. Even Shannon Sharp went off on him. It's like
Yeah, I
these guys
remember that one.
understand your status. You know, like I think John Morant for kids has the hottest selling shoe right now too.
Oh,
Him and
dude.
Zion. You know, like it's like you know your role type thing and use your influence for good.
Facts.
I don't know, bro. If I was that rich, let's say I felt unsafe and I was that rich, I just have bodyguards everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, all right, cool. Like, have my bodyguards.
This man DC self sabotage is crazy. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
crazy. It's
fucked
just
up.
like, you just got over it.
Yeah.
You literally just got over that, which was, I have Twitter and people on Twitter fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
So people are going in, and then there's people like even my homie Q kept telling me like, "Yo, I'm literally disappointed." It's like, bro, and it is disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like somebody that has all the talent in the world, just fuck it. I mean, and it was so quick.
Yeah, you could barely pause it.
Yeah.
Like if you try to catch it, it's such a just.
But
His
that's-
homie knew he fucked up though. He was
Yeah,
like,
he put
oh.
the thing down.
He put it down immediately, but
Yeah,
bro, that
no, people,
2 seconds
people
all
were
it takes.
people on Twitter were like, again, Twitter is a fucking cold world, bro. People are going in on like the situation, but you know,
Yes.
we'll let ESPN handle that. But you know, yo, John, if you Jaw, I'll help you out with the PR, bro. Hit me up. I got you, bro. I'll hire your whole fucking security team, whatever you want, bro.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know.
man.
It's a sensitive subject, but again, even Tom Sykes just got suspended. The deal.
Jesus. So there's no more. That's it. They're not dropping anything else. No
Well, I
more
mean,
general purpose shoot?
suspension just means that it's like on pause. I would say they didn't say cut ties. They said it's suspended because even Ja got suspended by not by the NBA, by the Memphis Grizzlies already.
Immediately, yeah.
Immediately, they were like, "Yo, you're on suspension."
Yeah, because they're talking about, like, you know, everybody's got their take on it, saying if they don't suspend her for half a season, at least a whole season type deal. But, I mean, they look at that shit, too, because it's like he's a representation of that team. So it's like, yo, like, they don't want to be represented as, oh, yeah, the team that holds people that do stuff that shouldn't be shown in the spotlight and everything. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's all politics.
It's all
too.
politics. Because even like look at the Dylan Brooks situation. He talked shit to LeBron. He had a bad series, and Memphis Grizzlies literally put out he's not coming back to our team next year.
Yeah.
And it's just like he
That's
just
insane.
had a bad performance. You know, like
Yeah.
I get it. He poked the wrong bear, but you poke LeBron James. It would have
Yeah.
been different if it would have been like, I don't know, like a lower level guard that just fucking took you to the paint and showed you up. But you've really poked LeBron James. But for Memphis to right away say like, yo, you're not coming back, it's kind of like, yo, like this guy got drafted by you guys, was a fucking second team all defense.
Jesus.
Like he played well. He just fucked up on the playoffs, you know, like, and but for you to right away be like, yo, he's not coming back.
Yeah, it's a bad luck.
It's like, I don't know. Again, I don't work for ESPN.
He's like, I don't. Not yet.
Not yet. No. I just sell shoes.
Same.
But who knows? I don't know. That Josh shit is like, to me, it's weird.
OD.
Yeah. But brighter note, LeBron's son he committed to USC, which is huge for the city.
Heavy.
Like everybody's fucking Brooker goes to USC, fucking Leo goes to USC. Like they're all hyped.
Yeah. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna like that. They're already for sure. When their schedule comes out and tickets go available,
Sold out.
sold out instantly. Yo, Brooker needs seats. One game. No, but yeah, it's gonna be good. I felt like even him, he's like, I'm not gonna leave California. Like I'm not gonna leave LA.
Yeah.
Play here.
He's already used to like the lifestyle, and I'm sure like even like all his obviously his family, his friends, everybody's around, and it's like
Yeah, because he goes to Sierra Canyon here. But even him, he's probably thinking like, yo, like this is my last chance to stay in LA because he's probably gonna get drafted by OKC or somewhere else. You know, he's probably gonna get shipped out after. So in his head, he's like, let me stay in LA
until I get
drafted,
Yeah.
where I have no choice of where I go. You know.
Yeah, because even with that window, it gives him an opportunity to one, like work on his game still, and then two, like he kind of can choose how long he wants to stay in college up until whenever he's ready for the draft. And I mean, who knows what the NBA is going to look like when he said he's ready? You know, like
Bro, he's doing 1 year.
Yeah.
He's doing 1 year. That's it.
I think
Yeah.
so. LeBron's
Just to
telling
say
him
he
too.
did it.
He's gonna do a year. LeBron's gonna go to that team probably. He's gonna sign a free agency deal to OKC or
LeBron's gonna be a full 40-year-old man at that point. No.
Tell you,
Yeah.
bro. He's gonna go somewhere.
With the script.
The script
script.
is
Okay, let's see.
this is my
This motherfucker.
the theory.
the theory.
He's 38.
LeBron is gonna go to whatever team he's gonna go. Where Bronny, LeBron's gonna tell his homies like, "Yo, pull up with me, go play with me. Well, let's win a ring." And I told him, I was just like, "What?" Bet and one, if he wins it this year, he's gonna have 5.
Yeah,
And then he's gonna go try to
Oh,
win the
bastard.
6. And then the finals, that picture of LeBron throwing him and alley-oop, bro, it's fucking, it's
like the Miami Heat picture.
like the Miami Heat picture. It's like, bro, it's marketing at its best. Like LeBron knows what the hell he's doing. He's gonna tell all his homies. He's gonna tell Kyrie like, yo, take a 1-year deal here.
Stop.
Let's fucking do this shit,
Kyrie would be nuts.
bro. LeBron runs the NBA.
Literally.
He does whatever he wants. But yeah, I feel like that's in my head. That would be the perfect script for LeBron. Like, get this one this year. That's 5.
And then number 6 with
And
his
number
son?
6 with your son. You know, Michael never did that. You know.
Yeah,
Icing
he
on
didn't
the
get it with
cake.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I feel like that's like a perfect, like, LeBron retires, went to the
Cinderella
ring with his
story.
son. Perfect script.
Perfect ending to the NBA script.
That's like a movie we've been watching for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I think I have a good feeling that's gonna happen. That's just
Damn.
me guessing NBA.
That's you being part of the script writers. I get it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the director.
Yo, hit me up.
Now you seen too the same dude that like did the filming or like part of the shit for the Last Dance. He's been doing it for LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that they even did Kobe's
Oh shit.
for the last season.
Damn.
I need that.
Yeah, the Kobe one's gonna be crazy.
Gonna be very tearful.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's gonna hurt.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Jaw, step your shit up, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro.
And it's those people that like.
I'm on the-
I mean,
I'm
there's
on-
just certain people you can't keep around
It's
you. You
just
know
like
what I'm
it
saying?
just bugs me. I'm just like,
Come
bro,
on,
like, come
man.
on, like,
No, I get that.
I don't know. Again, we're all different. Who knows what he's
Right.
going through? Hopefully, everything pans out for him. But you know, if this motherfucker Kobe was would be at the gym.
Yeah.
You know, he was practicing on his game. But yeah,
I don't know
who
if
knows?
Kobe was carrying a gun at the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
I don't know if he walked in with the gym bag with the Glock in there. I don't think he walked
Yeah,
in there.
I'm
with
pretty sure this whole week Jaw's gonna be getting ripped on ESPN.
Bro, it's
like
quiet.
fucking smoked, cooked.
He's getting
For sure started
annihilated.
today.
Yeah,
I
it
started watching
started
I was like,
yesterday. Yesterday I started watching it, and they were calling him a fake thug. Blah blah
Oh,
blah.
God.
It's funny and then it's funny seeing the memes of people making reels about him, about how he went to a private school, about all that stuff.
Jesus.
Bruh.
Yeah, he grew up middle class. He didn't grow up
Yeah,
like in the trenches.
Where's he from exactly?
I don't know, bro.
I'm not sure actually.
Honestly, I'd be lying to you if I keep up with the NBA now.
I was like, where's
I
he
don't really
from?
keep up with it. I just watch here and there, and I'm just like, oh, sick.
That's not good.
But yeah, I mean, who knows? Hopefully it all works out. Hopefully he figures it out. We're rooting for you. I'm like the Tyro Banks one. We're rooting for you.
We were rooting for you. We were all
I'm a
rooting
John
for
Morant
you.
fan. Like, I think he's a fucking.
No, he's
He's a
nice.
monster, yo.
He's a monster.
he's
Motherfucker
nice.
jumps over everybody. But
He tried to dunk on Braun.
yeah,
That
that would
almost
have.
hurt everybody, but it's all good.
I prefer Jaw Hardy instead of Jaw Wick. I'd rather you keep jumping over people instead of fucking holding a gun on Instagram Live.
Y'all
TBH.
seen the one where it's like where it's like John Wick and he's like, I'm gonna need a gun.
Yeah.
I was just
Bro,
like,
the memes today were
they
insane.
were
Like
nonstop,
they're
man.
like John Moran as soon as he sees IG live and it's somebody pulling out a gun.
Oh my god.
I don't know, bro. Enjoy your life, but not with guns. You know,
Yeah,
there's
just
a,
be safe, man.
yeah, there's so many gun problems. Like there was just a shooting in fucking Austin. It's just like, bro, like there's so much problems in the world. Don't add to it. Like
Facts.
I don't know.
Speaking of Braun, one of his shoes is retroing again.
The two, right?
Well, he's been wearing the two a lot,
Yeah.
low key. But
I think that came out already.
that one did.
Yeah,
So
The white navy joint?
yeah, I think it came out and it just went unnoticed.
I was bringing up that they're supposed to bring out the fours in the Fruity Pebble colorway. What y'all think?
100-star credit. Nah, bro. The four is a cool model at that time.
Yeah.
It's like a foam posit.
Mm-hmm.
But if the LeBron 9 Watch the Throne sells for under $200, that Fruity Pebble
Jesus.
is going on sale.
I honestly think Nike's trying to like make a push with basketball again, but they're doing it with retros as opposed to them like coming out with a new good model. Well, they have new good models, but like we were talking about the one, what is it, the Sabrinas?
Sabrinas are good.
Yeah, and even the Jaws, and I know the Giannis ones aren't that terrible. I don't know how they are to hoop in, but they don't look that bad. But I think they're trying to make a push with like some of the like retroing LeBrons. They're retroing KDs too.
Yeah, the 4's coming next, right? The
Yeah.
KD. I mean, it's cool to retros, but you got to think about it. It's like it doesn't. There's certain shoes that flow. Let's say if you're trying to make them hit with style, like the Supreme Bacon looks really good, but it's not for everybody.
Facts.
The Penny 2s, the Stussy ones, are a really nice shoe. Even the regular pennies,
Facts.
they're really nice, but not everybody like knows
How to,
how to
swag
wear
out.
them. I just feel like it was a time where like Nike basketball at that time, people were wearing cargos and like a matching tee with them.
Jesus.
So like with these shoes, you could see the whole shoe, and it was like, oh damn, he's wearing LeBron 9s that are fucking $5,000. I just feel like some people now in today's day rather play it safe than kind of just experiment with the sneaker, I would say. Because I thought the bacon was good, but for us, if it's not used and it's brand new, it sits around for us. But the Supreme Bacon's a really good shoe.
Facts.
Same thing with the pennies. We had pairs at 140, 150. They sat for a couple of weeks. I mean, they end up selling, but it just feels where you're at. Because again, I always say, certain shoes in New York, shits would be gone.
Yeah.
I feel like if Bacon's for $200 would sell in New York.
No, 100%. Because even I think that's something like even us, like I think we're a little bit more open to like wear different stuff because we genuinely like everything and we don't mind like trying new shit. We're not just like one track minded, but not everybody can do that. So, like,
And I think LeBron 4s are just so like specific. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I've
And
never
even-
seen anybody wear them shits with jeans. By the way,
Also, I really hope, like, kind of like how I was telling DC with like the Pro Tro program with Kobe. I feel like they remake the shoe to fit today's game because my Pro Tros feel really good on court. But I tried the KD3 and it doesn't have Pro Tro or not. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But the KD3, I used to like it in 2012 when it first came out, 2011. I used to love that shoe. I had the white and blue one and I balled in it till like it ripped on me. But I tried the red All-Star. And I just felt like, damn, this shoe's super stiff. Like, the toe box wasn't good. But my Kobe's, like, I wear the Chaos 5s. That's what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wear the Chaos 5, and it feels amazing. Grinch 6s, Mambacitas, like, they feel great on court. Like, they feel, like, perfect. But with this LeBron, if it's still super stiff and heavy, it's just like, is it really going to be a basketball-worn shoe? Because I know people, when they first came out, love them shits to hoop in.
Yeah.
But that was a whole different era of basketball.
I think it was just a whole different era in general because it's just like you said they're retro and KD4s.
Yeah.
Like that's a good shoe, but in reality, you remember how narrow they were? They were
They're
kind of
narrow.
like OD narrow.
And also it's just like, it's just for hoops.
Yeah.
Like now I feel like you can't really wear it. I mean, I'd wear it to the supermarket or something, but
little
Good
sweaties.
sweatpants?
yeah, like if a
little
Nerf
shorts.
came out,
Ooh.
Movie.
yeah, Nerfs.
Y'all ever wonder if people like remember even like a LeBron 4 like Fruity Pebbles or KD 4 like Nerfs? I'm like, I feel like we remember that shit, but I feel like so many younger motherfuckers that are like
If Andy
watching.
was here, would be like, what are those? What are you talking about?
Well, because
He
I
would
feel
just-
like a lot of them are that age, so it's just like is a lot of this stuff flying over y'all head? Because it's just like, what the hell's a KD 4 Nerf? Like
I
it
think
sounds
that-
like like a Nerf gun, like and that was a good colorway, like
Yeah.
a great colorway, really. Actually,
The whole packaging.
Yeah. It was
the whole
insane.
basketball hoop and
Simple
everything,
hoop.
bro. It was great.
Frank
weather-
Nitty bought it from us at Riff, and he was like
Weatherman's.
fiending them.
Weatherman
were
phones were
sick.
good. No,
No,
phones.
Weatherman,
the KDs.
Weatherman phones are not good.
Nah, those shit suck. The Weatherman phones.
Oh my
But even like
God.
Galaxy phones are coming back. I'm
Oh,
hyped
yeah.
on those. I sold mine at the right time. But
What do you
those
think they're
shit,
hitting for? 350?
350, 400.
354.
Damn.
Nice.
People were literally just doing the most for that shoe, which I get. 'cause
But
they were
again, it's just
insane.
like, I always say, like, I admire like Teddy and Ronnie because they always have a story for it. I'm a person that hates stories, but also like for like to sell to your audience, a story is always needed.
No, 100%.
With like that phone positive, you make it super limited, quick strike, like you almost can't get it. And you talk about like the riots and when it first came out and blah blah blah, people would be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go sign up for this raffle, not to resell that, I just want to have it. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a ton of pairs. Here you go.
So
blah,
you
blah,
think they're
blah.
gonna make a ton of pairs? No story.
Yeah, no story. It's just like, oh, here Galaxy phones are coming out.
They're not
Like,
even
y'all-
going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Y'all
it's
gotta
just-
play those videos. Y'all gotta play the
Yeah.
hecticness. And you gotta understand, Nike's like editing is probably crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Grab those videos. Grab all of that stuff from Twitter. I'm sure it's still floating around
Yeah,
out
Nike Vault had like the craziest shit. It was helicopters.
there. Yes.
Like literally,
Scary.
go make a little video of it. You know, like how you did it for LeBron, how you did it for Giannis for losing in the playoffs. Do some shit like that, like
Yes.
bro, like
Who's
liter-
the team? Who do we need to speak to do that stuff? 'Cause
Yeah, it's just like, and I'm pretty sure a boutique will do it before like Nike actually does it, because some boutiques will tell you the story of the shoe, but you know, not really, you know. But yeah, I feel like it's not gonna sit, it's gonna sell out, but $400 tops
what do you think made that Galaxy phone so like just epic?
because it was
So-
limited and it was hard to get.
Limited.
It
and
was the
low-key,
first
even
time
the
phones
story.
phone posits first coming back out.
Yeah.
Glow in the dark. Nike basketball was hot. I don't know. I mean, that whole collection again. I don't know if people remember, but we would look forward for Nike's Christmas drop. all-star
All-star.
drop. Like
Yeah.
they had a drop for everything, and it was a whole
Valentine's
collection.
Day, yeah.
And it was like a thing for Nike basketball. Like you would see the models. Obviously, it started fading away because it went away. But
Even on like the big Christmas games and like especially the ones at
They would
Staples
debut
Center,
shoes.
they would
Yeah.
debut shoes. They would even have some people courtside wearing them. So it was a whole thing, and it was like it made you want it more. Like, yo, how do they got this? Like, when's that coming out? Just like it felt special.
yeah, I mean, it's even like we do it here. It's just like the Frank tee we had for like a month already.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you just build up the hype. You know, it's like you try it out and you're like, oh, let me see if this hits, blah, blah, blah. Not just put it out. Like, I mean, with Kobe, I feel like they do it pretty well still. Like even the GG, it was good, you know? Like it was a good shoe, the GG4s. They're supposed to do 7s this year again, hopefully. I mean,
They're doing that all white 8 too.
oh yeah.
Oh wait, the triple white eight's
Yeah.
good. I love 8s and 6s and 5s.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like if you still, I always tell people, like if you tell a story with a shoe, like Amanier does it really well. They always have a story with their shoe. They put it out, it sells out. It probably doesn't resell for the most, but you know, it's still a very affordable. Even Union does a great job. I'm excited to see what they're gonna say with the woven ones. But yeah, I mean, sneakers are still cool. I mean, it's just a trendy way. It's just like right now the Asics and New Balances are really hot.
And these are dropping with no story.
No story, just a cool,
These are dropping with no story.
just a cool colorway.
They're
Yeah.
just like, you know what? You guys like those? We have a similar model. Here you go.
Facts.
No story, just comfy.
Yeah, just like good product shots. Well, even the ones that those had like a cool like campaign to them
Yeah.
because they had them running the marathon and everything.
Yeah. No, yeah. If something has
Yeah,
something, I'll be like, all right, bet I'm in. But if not, not really. Yeah,
It
like
almost
even
doesn't like resonate or like connect with you type shit.
yeah. It was like even the CRTC stuff. Even when they first came out, I saw the picture. I'm like, and then I started like looking into like Clint's story behind it and all that stuff. And I was like, all right, I need these.
No,
Just
it's dope.
based on that, like the backstory to it.
The backstory, even it being like regional exclusive, like it's the little things that make it. It gives you like more of a special feeling of like attaining it, and even just being. It makes you feel like you're a part of something.
Yeah, like even for example, my homie Tebow that works for Dior, he was telling me that's why they did the regional Travis Scott's. Like they were
Yeah.
like some were NY exclusive, some were Asia exclusive, some were Paris exclusive. Didn't really work because obviously it's a $1,500 shoe. But his idea of being like so tapped in with the culture, he
Yeah.
wanted to do something like that where he was just like, oh, this is only available here. There's only 700 pairs here. But if that retail would have been a little lower, people would have been like, yo, 700 pairs of a Travis Scott sneaker.
Facts.
I'm gonna buy it, but retail's $1,500. What can you really do? How many people can really afford a $1,500 shoe that is really not gonna resell? That you're just gonna lose money on it.
Yeah,
You
no,
really gotta like that.
I feel like for something like that, for designers, they have to kind of do a little bit more for it to hit, because when Virgil did it for the trainers, he went all out, where he even had like obviously like the grip tape that you got with the
Yeah,
for
the Soho
skateboard.
exclusives. They came with the
crazy
Bape,
packaging
the
too.
Bape looking packaging.
Like it was like an action figure. Like it just like there was more thought into it, you could see, and it made you feel like, oh shit, like this is cool. Like yeah, it's expensive as fuck, but it had more of a feel to it.
No, yeah, it's all about making the client feel almost appreciated. Because even that, everybody tells us like, oh, that's $1,000 grip tape, and I'm just like, oh, they gave it to me for free for buying a pair of shoes and a cool bag, you know, like. Even with us, when we give away the reusable bags, the stickers, like even if you spend a good amount, we're like, oh, here's a free tee or here's a free hat. Like, it makes you buy in. Like, who I was telling Rob on Saturday, like the homegirl, she always comes in masked up after work.
Oh yeah.
And she started coming in to get steals that she would run in for, and she got the first couple of them, and they were all I would say for her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But in her head, she was probably programmed like, damn, like these guys don't front about their prices. Like if they post it and I make it on time, I have a chance to buy it. She would run in. She got 2 really good things. And then now she's a really good supporter of our merch. She came in for the Frank tees. She comes in for the Diana hoodie. Like, so now her being like, oh, damn, these guys don't cap about their pricing or about putting shit out. They don't hold for friends. Like it's first come, first serve.
Yep.
So at first she probably was like, oh, let me see if I could buy the like the Nike product or whatever's. But then now she's just like, oh, I fuck with these guys. Here, let me buy a Syndicate tee because I've gotten blessed in other ways, like with the fucking Nike, whatever she was buying. I think she bought some Yeezys.
Yeah.
But yeah, now she comes in consistently because now in her head she believes like, okay, if I make it in time, oh well. If I don't, fuck. But yeah, it's all about like supporting the community and making them feel like a part of something. I always feel like we're like the underdogs. Like I always say that. Like we're always like we make everybody feel accepted. So certain people that go to certain stores and some stores it's unfortunate, but they make you feel like they don't want you to be there. Because it happened to me growing up, where I would go into certain stores and I'd be like, damn, like, am I a burden to these people coming in and shopping? But I would be like, who cares? And then here I was just like, nah, I want people to chill here. I want people to hang out. And that's what everybody feels, and that's why they come to us, I would say, just because you get a little bit more than just a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, like you're not, if you're gonna come in here, you're gonna be welcome. Like it's gonna be like, we're not gonna essentially roll out a red carpet, but we're also not gonna freaking just nod our head to you and like you just gotta ask us something if you want something. Like we'll go up to you, yo, what's good, like all that. So I think it's just like taking that extra step. That's really not an extra step. It's just being a good person.
Yeah.
No,
It goes a long
I
way.
mean, it's even like doing like the little things. Like sometimes people like, again, like we're just, at the end of the day, we're just in the retail business, I would say. But then some people don't take the little things that we do serious. Like answering a DM and not making you waste gas is such a fucking, I don't want to say blessing, but it's such a good thing. But then some people get mad because they're like, oh, like, well, it's sold. And I'm like, bro, it's sold. At least I didn't make you come all the way over here. Because at other stores, we would never respond to DMs. And people would come in and I'll be like, sold. And they'll leave mad. And at least here, we save you the time. We'll tell you. Obviously, we're very like good with the first come, first serve. We're like, I hate when people lie to us up front. And they're like, oh, I was here. And I'm like, bro, we literally have cameras.
Yeah.
We literally
Every
have
angle.
fucking cameras everywhere that we could tell you, you were here, you were not here. It's one per person. So we'll literally go up to you and be like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Where it's not a free-for-all. At fucking round 2, like I loved it, and it was hilarious when I would see people literally punch each other for items.
That's crazy. That's
Like
a crazy
I would be
different side.
sitting at the register because Sean would open up the buying, and I would be at the register. And the Supreme rack, for people that remember on round 2 Hollywood, was right next to the register.
Yeah.
And I remember we would put out crazy steals and we never went to go ask. It was a free for all. So you could be first. You could be first at round 2 and you might not get the item. You
That's
could have
wild.
spent from like 5 a.m. And I remember clearly, like the clearest one I remember, it was like Proxy was third and 2 kids were in the front and they were digging for these Supreme shirts in the Supreme rack. And I remember this kid grabbed it and Proxy pulled it from him. And literally, like the kid didn't even complain to it about me. He took his out. He was like, "All right, bet I lost."
There's a wild, wild west in there.
Yeah. So
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I remember even like in New York, I hated all these things. So I remember I would just go outside and be like, "What are you here for? What are you here for? What are you here for?" To the point where some people, one guy literally was just like, "Yo, I'm a grown ass man. Why the fuck would I lie to you? I was here first for Off-White Presto."
I remember that.
and I was just like, "All right, bro, I'm gonna go check the camera. It's not that hard. Go down to the basement." And I was like, "Look, bro, he was here. You pulled up after him. You even come and say what's up to him."
Oh
And he
Lord.
dipped. The guy dipped. Literally took us out. But it's just like, bro, come on. Like, we know all the loopholes, like, we get it,
Been there, done that.
As consumers, right? Yeah, it's like
as consumers and
we've
also just
been
doing
there.
it in the game. Like, like, yo, we've done it all, like, some people, and I like the people that don't get mad when they hit us up for a steal. And I'm like, yo, if it's to the end of the day, we could ship it to you. But if it does, and then some people are like, oh, bro, I'm money ready. And I'm just like, bro, it's like,
We try to be as fair as
we
possible.
posted it. So there's somebody at home, like for example, let's say I post something, and obviously you don't work here. I post something, you live 30 minutes out, and you're like, yo, I can make it just because I live 30 minutes out, whatever. So some people hop on the car. I'd rather give that person a chance. Because what if I just took payment, I would have never opened the retail store, like a front of, like a brick and mortar storefront. Yeah, it would have
You
just
just
been
throw
all
everything
online.
online.
Yeah, it's just like, what's the point of putting out all these steals?
And then there's people that like literally just get in the whip, don't DM us, and they just come in.
Yeah, with the chance of hoping,
Yeah.
like, oh, I hope it's there.
Like no word. Like I'll be there in 25. Nah, it's like I just pop in. You got it? Yeah. All right, cool. I'll take it. And I'm
Sick.
like, those people are cool too, because I'm like, all right, that was easy.
Yeah.
And people get mad at that. They're like, how did they sell in 20
Yeah.
minutes? I'm like,
And one thing for now that luckily for a lot of you guys that are very lucky right now is in New York and at round 2, there was always people just chilling, waiting for these
Yeah.
steals.
Floating.
Just hanging out.
They'd go
just
grab food and then be like 5
be-
minutes away.
Be lurking. Here, luckily, we don't have that issue
No.
yet. So it's you guys actually do have a fair shot. I remember the round 2 proxy. Shout out to him. Made so many sales, but we posted it. That food. Sometimes he knew that he was gonna get hit up. He hadn't gotten hit up yet. That he would just grab the shoe and hold it.
Literally hold it.
Waiting
That's
to get
crazy.
hit up. But at that point, he doesn't work for us. Sometimes he would understand. Him and Proxy and Tim, we would tell him like, "Yo, bro, just let him get him," and they'll be like, "All right, bet." But then sometimes they'll be like, "Yo, just give me $30," and they'll be like, "All right, bet." So sometimes they would just take the proxy fee from that customer coming in,
He's like, I held it for you, bro.
essentially. But luckily for them, they were sometimes cool and they'll be like, "Oh, here you go. I'll make my money in some other." But one thing again, round 2, we would post 30, 40 items a day nonstop. We wouldn't hold it how we do for the night pick.
Yeah, it was just post throughout the day.
Post throughout the day. There was only the Supreme night pick, the
Yeah.
giant one, and that's it. But yeah, so I feel like it's very fair game for us. And again, it's just like the little things that we do for the customer for their convenience.
Shout out to the customers and also anybody that like has came here not because you saw us at Riff or like a round 2, and you know I feel like we always talk about it where it's like there was also community here. So I want to shout out everybody that like comes to the store not because you met us off here, but just because you were like, oh, it's just, you know, it's in my area, let me go check it out. Like we appreciate you guys as well because it's like you didn't know DC, you didn't know Bris, you didn't know me, like you know what I'm saying. You're just coming here, so it's like we appreciate those customers as well because I always hear the people that are like, oh, I've been rocking with DC since like Riff or you know Bristol, New York. I'm like, oh, that's sweet, but I'm like the people who didn't know us, like didn't know our face, like I think those are like some of you know like some of the craziest like stories because I'm like, how'd you just stumble upon us, like you know? So shout out
It's
to
always the
them.
most random people where I'm just like, how the fuck?
I was like, have you guys know that guy? Nah,
Never
It's like,
seen
dude,
him.
Sweet as hell. Like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Like he bought XYZ. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Even like Ron, I thought for some reason I felt like one of us knew Ron, Childish Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like one of us knew us, and he said, and I remember I was just like, "Yo," he's like, "Well, yeah, I've been to the other stores," but he didn't really know us.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I guess the first time he came here, he was like, he came with his parents. He said,
Oh.
and he was just like, just based how you guys treated my parents, that made me be like, all right, these guys are for real. Like I'm gonna keep fucking with them. And shows up to all our events,
Yeah.
buys all our merch.
Shout out Ron.
And same thing with him. Like he'll come in for something, and sometimes it'll be gone, and he'll be like, all right, fuck it, take my L and keep it pushing.
No, 1,000%. Even another perfect example, Jenny.
Oh yeah,
Jenny
The-
came out of nowhere.
Jenny came out of nowhere, like literally just popped into the simulation, and she's been like one of our biggest supporters. Like
Yeah.
she always recommends people to us. Like, and
Oh,
it's
dude.
again like you can never like just because you never seen somebody before, just be like, oh fuck, like I can't talk to them. You know, you gotta be cool with everybody because you never know where that's gonna lead to. You know.
No, yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, I try to respond to every DM I get.
Same. Some
Sometimes
get
lately it's
lost.
been getting kind of crazy, but I still respond all the time. And even like going back to like the pop-up, to me, again, going to another place and being like, yo, we're big fans of Syndicate. Like, I think that's the coolest shit about doing this store. Is like when somebody like on the live in where were we? It's Coachella when where like people were tuning in from Barcelona, London.
Jesus.
Like to me, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like to me, like that's the coolest part. Where I'm like, yo, somebody in London, somebody in Barcelona is paying attention to what we're doing out in Chinatown.
Even all the people that were on live.
Yeah,
When we were in
we're at 8 a.m. 8 a.m., 5 a.m. here, whatever's.
all confused.
Love the
All
Yeah,
confused.
yeah. There's people in Europe.
clarification.
no, we were lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. All time zones.
No, yeah, and even like even the show, the people that literally religiously every Thursday at 4
Thursday.
p.m. on the comment section, blah blah blah, like
We see y'all.
we appreciate all that stuff because I always say it, I'd rather have 10,000 genuine followers than 100,000 with with 1,000 people actually fucking with me.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have that real support than like a number. Because in reality, I always tell people, I'm like, yo, we've never gotten like a giant shout out from somebody with 100, 150, a million followers. Like Sean is the closest.
Yeah.
But
Everything's been
Sean,
organic.
I feel like Sean we already have that like fan base because of round 2.
Right.
Like the people that fuck with us from then to now.
Yeah.
So him shouting us out is to me is sick. And to me, that shows that we still fuck with each other. Because a lot of people think that we hate each other. And like that narrative, I'm like, bro, me and Sean literally just talked about fucking the new store that opened up on Melrose, and Sean was just like, yo, I wish you guys would have took it, blah blah blah. But we were just talking about like live, how Japan was, and blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
even Luke was trying to get me to fly out to NYC this past weekend while I was in Miami. He was like, yo, take the short trip, blah blah blah. I should have, but no. Yeah, but yeah, it's all a big community, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Huge.
I rock with everybody. They were telling us that in Miami how like a lot of people over there kind of gatekeep each other, and I was just like, bro, if somebody comes here, I'm like, yo, where have you gone? They're like, nowhere. I'm like, all right, go to Riff. It's on the streets, the closest one. If you have the time, get on the 710, go to Brick because it's on the way, then go to Breakout. So it's like if I don't, those are the stores that I have knowledge of. And then if I was like, if you don't want to go that way, go to the Melrose. I was like, start at round 2 and then walk up, and there's a bunch of stores. You'll find something.
Facts.
And then if you want to go to the nicer side, go to Robertson, go to Untied. And I always tell, and they're like, the homies over there were like, you do that? And I'm like, bro, to every single person that stops here first, I always tell them, this is the little map that I have for you.
Yeah.
And it works, because at the end of the day, why am I going to make your life harder to find that pair of Panda Dunks if we don't have it? Just go buy it at Riff. Go buy it at Breakout. Like, you want the item regardless. So
Yeah.
why am I going to stop you from buying the item? That's what I say.
Well, that's a fact.
Very true.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like, I feel like a lot of people don't think that way, but I mean, we're all humans at the same way.
It's okay to be nice and to spread love.
Oh,
No,
dude.
yeah, it's funny because a lot of people always say that. They're like, you look so fucking mean. And I was just like, what? I still don't get that, I would say narrative from people. Like, they're like, you just look so mean.
It's like the you know when Bris just got the sit down face. It's like, I think it's that, you know,
Like, people
Maybe
literally say
don't-
you look unapproachable sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, it's not approachable. So it's just
It's
like,
the
imagine
beard.
if you're just kind of like, yeah, of course you're gonna give off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but-
and I'm just like even like Brick from New York, he always told me like, bro, when I heard that you were gonna be running the store, I was like, I'm never going to round 2. That guy looks mean.
That's
Good
wild.
thing or bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. He's a good friend of ours.
Yeah, he's
I
a good
fuck with
dude.
him.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out
heavy.
to Brick. Beast Roy.
can't judge somebody off what they
Yeah,
look
but
like.
he literally, I asked him why, and he was just like, bro, one, I didn't expect you to have like the low pitched voice that you have. And then I was just like, what do you mean? And he's just like, I don't know, bro. Probably the beard. You just look like a mean, like, man that just like doesn't take shit. And I was like, I don't take shit from anybody, but I'm gonna fuck around with you, you know? Like, even one of my people trip out in New York, how me and my homie All Day have like such a good relationship, and they're like, yo, like, and I was like, bro, I fuck around with All Day, you know?
All
Like,
day the goat.
like, but some people don't fuck around with All Day. Well, you can't fuck
Yeah.
around with All Day.
Yeah.
But like with All Day, I'll be like, "Yo, what's up, pussy?" And he'll be like, "I'm gonna snuff you." Blah, blah, blah.
It's like
But
a little friendly back and forth.
but it's like a friendly back and forth where like we understand each other. But yeah, I mean, here same thing. I still don't get how the daily guys were like, "Oh, you're actually like mad nice," and I was just like, "I don't know. What do you want me to do?"
It takes an effort to be mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's harder to be mean than to be nice. No cap.
No, yeah, but again, it's sometimes like even sometimes people build you up and you always have to be that person forever. So even like the job situation, I'm always just like, damn, for him it might be hard to always be John Morant, the NBA player. Like for me, it might be hard for me to just be Bris at all times, you know? Sometimes I really just want to be alone. 99% of the time I like being alone. The 1% is when I'm here.
He's like, I
Yeah.
prefer to be alone,
But yeah, no, yeah. This community, it's growing, and we're really happy where it's going. And I 100% know that Syndicate wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for the community. Like I feel like Syndicate's not a place; it's the people. Like
for real.
it's like it's the people that make it. It's not like we could literally pick this up and go somewhere else, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's Syndicate," and that's always a cool thing. And that's what I was telling people. Round 2, once they'd already built it up, they were going places because they were already like Sean, Luke, Crtz. Like they already knew who these people were, so they knew that they were gonna get that whole experience. So here, it's just like I feel like if we like, let's say we open a fucking store in Texas, people in Texas, the people that we hire are gonna buy into what they see on the Instagram, what they see on social media, and stuff like that. And it's just like a whole experience. Like somebody always tells me like, "Yo, you guys should make a playlist," and I'm like, "Go through our reels." And they're like, "What do you
Literally.
mean?" And I was just like, "You guys don't understand. We do our reels every night. It takes a lot. We're here for like an hour and a half, 2 sometimes,
Facts.
to do all these things to make it as easy as possible. But if you really, really think about it, if you go through our Instagram and just go to the reel section, there's a whole playlist for you guys
Yeah.
of what music we listen to.
'Cause
And
all
it's such an
mixy.
array of different music because it'll be like Bris's, it'll be like
It's
our
everybody's.
stuff,
It's like literally everybody's music. But when literally people always tell me, "Yo, make a playlist. Just go through the reels, play the reels, and there's a whole playlist for you guys. We made it with you guys without even asking. Like it's there."
Facts. That'd be a wild ass playlist. Let me tell you, the emotions, the emotional roller coaster that you'd be going through.
Bro,
would be
I read the other day when Andy
you
was
would,
just
you would
like,
kind of just jump up and down.
this
like
this
this.
shit that Andy did made me trip out because it reminded me of Nelson. Andy the other day was just like, "Yo, I've never heard this music," and I was like, "This is my playlist. I
Yeah.
play this every day.
This
like
shit
the
literally plays
Smiths,
in the
like
shop.
everything's just
The
like, yo, this is a
Cure.
new song, like blah blah." And I'm like, "Bro, where have you been? I play this every shift. Is almost every shift that I'm here. It's almost the same playlist." And then it reminded me once in New York when this Lucky Star by Madonna was playing, and Nelson's was like, "Damn, this is a banger," and I was just like, "This song plays at least 3 times a day, every day that I'm here." And he was like, "I've never heard this playlist," and I was just like, "Bro, like,
All right, bro.
Blue Minds.
I was just like, "Bro, you're blowing minds." Like, does Tame Impala just circulate in your head like the whole time because that's all he listens to? But
Really?
yeah, he loves Tame
he
Impala.
loves them for sure.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
that's the
Random
shit.
fact.
Yeah, but it was just like, it reminded me when Andy said that. It reminded me of that exact moment of Nelson telling me, "Yo, I've never heard this song," and I was just like, and even Kobe and everybody was just like, "Bro, this motherfucker plays," because they were so over that playlist that they were just like, "Yo, this motherfucker plays the same playlist every day." Yeah, but yeah,
Hilarious.
that's where anything you guys want to leave off with.
Well, by this time, oh shit, fucking noise.
Who they?
Probably just trying to shop. Yeah. But yeah,
That dude look
so
familiar.
no, low key does, huh?
Glasses.
The dude with the glasses, yeah.
Yeah, dude with glasses.
But anywho, shout out
We
to
got-
y'all. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the Miami Popup.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris said earlier, probably have the briefs sometime this week.
They're online now.
There you go. And yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. Now let us know some questions you guys want us to answer next week.
Please.
Always,
Yeah.
don't be shy.
Well, write them down. We'll answer them. Let us know anything you have.
Facts.
Give us a good list for the Pocket Man since he was missing in action today.
Any music suggestions too, because
Yeah.
we're always open and listening to music as well, even though we
hip
have
hop's been
a
dry as hell.
array of music. So
Yeah.
don't be shy.
But yeah, let us know where you guys are tuning from and catch you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.